Morning guys, February 20th, 2023. This one I got a call from a guy. I guess I must have worked for him before. He's got no heat call on his gas boiler. I believe it's gas. So we're gonna go over there and see if we can help him out. It's been such a crazy warm winter this year so far. We're in the kind of end of February. We haven't even got any snow. Really weird. It's been like in the 45, 50 degrees every day. Crazy. No real cold weather. Well, a couple of days were cold, but nothing to speak of. Well, I like your new sweater there. But anyway, we're gonna go over there, help try to get you some shots when I get over there. He said he tried to get it started. Who knows? I'll wait till I get there before I start seeing what I'm dealing with. Maybe it's something simple. You like the remote start. Truck's nice and warm when we get in here. You're already panned. So it is calling. You see this little reset right here? This wire?
Okay.
I bet you that's it. It's possible. Maybe not. Alright, so that's that. I'll have to see if we got any power going to the burner. So that's all it does, is just hums like that, right?
Just hums like that. Yeah,
first of all, you got the gas off. Did you shut it off?
Yeah, I shut it off.
Okay, I didn't even hear it click or nothing. We gotta check, see if there's any power. B1 and B2 is right here. It's got pressure in the boiler. B1, B2 should have 12 volts there. We got I got a click when I did that. What do we got there? 24 volts. We got 24 and it just clicked when I did that. Just fired up when I jumped them out. So something's going on. It just fired up. Could be this control's bad. Alright, I just checked B1 and B2, right, with my meter, yeah, and she fired right up. So we got a bad connection somewhere. As soon as I put my meter on B1, B2, see if I had power, yeah, she fired right up. I heard this thing click. So I'm thinking this control's bad. As soon as I did that, I heard this click. So we were making the connection there, you know, through the meter. Yeah. So has it been like every so often doing it, or all the time? Just started, right?
It just started, maybe 3 months ago.
So it starts every so often, it's giving you an issue?
No, about 3 months ago it went off, but then I started it by,
And you clean that, that ground?
I cleaned the ground, I cleaned the whole thing yesterday.
Was it dirty in there, the burners?
Yeah, it was just like white soot on the little spark fuse.
It's kind of odd that it would come on like that as soon as I jumped it out, you know? Most likely it's in this control right here because there's little relays.
That's what I thought.
Well, the only problem is,
I won't sell that at Home Depot or anything.
no, a lot of times you got to do a crossover and it's not always that easy to do. They don't have the exact replacement for it, you know? It's always like one of these, I think I might have something in the truck for that. I'll have to look. There's another one on the ground. Go ahead, turn it up again. I just clicked. You fire it up again. That's the third time. Right, we'll turn it down again and give it a second and we'll turn it back up again, okay? Turn it back down. Trying to get it to malfunction again. As soon as I jumped out that B1, B2, she fired right up. All right, go ahead again. He's turning it back up. Turn it back up. Okay, she fired. Might have been a loose connection on something. On down. Might have been a loose connection. Fired up like 5 times in a row.
I tried.
You know, you shut the gas. When I came here, the gas was off. Did you try it with the gas off?
Tried what?
When I came here, the gas was off.
Yeah, I turned it off just like to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, because I worked on it. I freaking.
Well, you want to shut it off like one more time or a couple of more times and try it?
No.
I mean, it's possible that it's the control, but unless I can check it physically with voltage, I don't want to condemn it. You know, it might just have been a loose connection.
Where do you think the loose connection was, over here?
No, I think the loose connection was over here somewhere. There's wires. I mean, it don't take much, you know. Why don't you go turn it down again and we'll try. Just shut it off and let me give it a second and we'll turn it back up. Yeah, I want to give it a little time in between turning it off and on, you know, for everything to kind of settle in, you know. It's not good for the electronics to on, off right away, you know.
If it is this thing,
it's possible.
Do you need to replace this?
No,
with that?
no. Well, I want to be able to check it, you know, and find out exactly what's going on, where the problem is. If not, I'm guessing here and start changing parts for no reason, you know. Get pissed off. I mean, I know I would start changing parts for, you know, guessing.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go do it again. Turn it back up.
This might be on its way out.
It's possible there's relays in here. This one right here is on the ground here, so this has been changed before. See it? 92nd. It's the same one that's in there, basically. Go ahead, turn it up again. We'll see if it fires. Could be in that control too. Could be in that control is an issue. Yeah. Clicked. So you fire it up again, and it's possible, and it's in this main control here. Like I said, we're gonna have to let it ride. If it goes out again, I'll come back and.
So what did you do to did you tighten something up or?
I didn't. All I did was I came here. I checked the B1, B2 for voltage, and it fired right up. So that means to tell me. There was something that's a little funky here. It could be inside this control, it could be that control. I don't think it's the gas valve, but there's no way of checking it until, if I can get it to act up,
Yeah.
and then I can start testing things again without jumping out B1, B2, would be the thing to do.
Okay.
So what was the story? When you came here, did you shut it off and turn it back on to try to restart it, or no?
Let's see, I thought there was a pilot. When I came here, I was lighting, nothing.
There's no fire. This is electronic spark. So if it happens again, what I want you to do is shut the power off.
Yep.
Make sure the thermostat's on, then turn the power on and see if it comes on that way.
Oh, I did that a few times, yeah.
And it didn't come on.
Nothing.
No clicking, no nothing.
No clicker. Nothing. I did it a few times. I even turned the whole thing off from the panel. Nothing. Did it probably.
There's a reset up on this thing too that I pushed in, but I don't think that was the problem.
The only thing I didn't do was push that reset. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, and I did move the wires around. All it takes is a loose connection there, you know, something that's not getting a good connection. I didn't play around with the gas valve.
All right. Well,
listen, I don't want to start changing all kinds of things for no reason here.
If that thing does end up dying, I'll call you again.
Oh. That right there. See, I moved that right there. That little plug.
Yeah.
See it? And it shut right off. That's the damper control, which has jumped out anyway. See the damper control? I mean, that's possible too.
What's the damper control?
That's that thing right there. That's not even being used. Everything looks tight in there.
If
We let it ride. Know what I'm saying? But start changing parts, guessing,
Yeah.
and then and then it's not that. You look like an asshole.
yeah.
I don't want to do that. We got pressure in the boiler, so other than that, you want to shut it off one more time?
And if it shits the bed again, I know you have one. I'll give you a call.
I'm gonna get one in the truck. See this this gas line right here going up?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be grounded for lightning strikes. You're supposed to have an electrician ground this shit, because what happens is the lightning will come right down and blow right through that. That's a new thing they came out with. All right, now so might be loose wire at damper control or bad main offering control. So if it happens again, like I said, I wiggled that damper control. It's locked open, and it was firing up and on that damper control. So it could be in here, but it's working now. If it goes out again, we'll change that, right? And if it does go out, I mean, if you move that little damper control wire and it fires, we know for sure it's that.
Yeah.
And we fired it up like, what, 6 times, and she's running, so we'll leave it. Alright guys, I just left that job, and the main offering controller is a 4-way plug that goes up to the vent damper. And I moved that around. The thing would fire and shut off, fire and shut off. So I think there might have been a bad connection in that vent damper plug. The vent damper is locked open, so that's not the issue. What happens is the power goes up to the vent damper, there's an end switch, and the wire comes back, the fire, you know, that's the first place that the power goes. Goes from the, so by me touching B1, B2, the thing fired right up. I might have hit that vent damper plug. They're common. So I told the guy if it happens again, to wiggle that damper control. If it happens again, we'll have to change that control. And the damper's not being used anyway, so we could just disconnect it. Leave it open, leave it locked open. That's what I would do. It could be the electronic spark, but I don't think so. I think it's in the main control. But it's working. We fired it up 5-6 times and it ran fine, and I talked to him about it. He wants to let it ride. I want to let it ride also. If it happens again, we'll put a new control in there. He's there. I told him what to do. So we can get his heat working again. And I'm only a phone call away, so you start changing all kinds of parts on that thing, and you're changing parts of it ain't the issue. You know what they say, you make by assuming you make an ass out of you and me, and we don't want to do that. So just a service call, go over there and showed the guy what's going on with it, and he was there watching me. So he said he watches me on YouTube. So and then he went down and see my tag. He says, "Oh, this is the guy I watch on YouTube." Funny. Miss Molly, Miss Molly, my buddy, Miss Molly. Yeah, you're my buddy, Miss Molly. You love Daddy. You love Daddy, Miss Molly. So we'll see what happens. We'll let it ride. Starts acting up again, we'll get into it deeper.